Hello, hello, hello. Let's talk about what happened on this week's episode between Red and Joakim on Love After Lockup. Do not ask me what season it is because I have no idea. The seasons and the episode numberings are so freaking confusing. I really wish the show would fix this because I used to watch this on Amazon Prime, Video Prime. I would get the all black subscription. I stopped doing that because they post the episodes way too late. The episodes air on Friday and they don't post on Amazon until Tuesday. How the hell am I supposed to wait until Tuesday to watch Friday show? So basically, I was like, okay, this sucks. And then I used to watch it on Philo because it would air live. And now I watch it through another website that I found that you can get. I just don't want to get in trouble and say the website. So if somebody could kindly leave a comment and, maybe share what it is. So anyway, just a quick reminder, last week Joakim and Red got into an argument with his family because he wouldn't stay for a week or two after being in prison for 10 years. His family was waiting for him to get out for 10 years. And then he wanted to dip after 2 days because he wanted to start a brand new life with his brand new future wife, with his brand new step baby. So they got in the car and Joakim started driving. Now, as she's driving, she's kind of venting to Red about how upset she is. She's like, oh my God, I feel like your family didn't accept me. And I feel like they're overreacting. Like, it's not like we're never going to visit them. He's on his phone. He's just like, and she doesn't know this yet. And then she starts to cry a little and she's like, this just makes me not want to visit anytime soon. Like, they really didn't make me feel welcome. She looks over. He's texting. Oh, yeah, baby. She's like, damn, you're still on your phone? Why are you on that damn phone 24/7? And he's like, stop tripping. Oh, my God. And she goes, your mom told me about your hoes in different area codes, okay? And he's like, oh, babe, I needed money. Like, that's what I'm going to do when I need money. Okay, these girls were just giving me money. I didn't even have to do anything. Okay. And Joakim starts to cry. Like, your mom told me everything. Okay, why weren't you just upfront with me, okay? Just come clean about everything, Red. Like, I don't want to find out anything else. And then he goes, oh, okay, fine. Okay, some females did send me some pictures and I kept them. They're still on my phone. I still look at them every night. And she's like, you kept them? For how long? Do you still have that? Yeah. What kind of pictures, Red? She's like ugly crying at this point. And he's like, oh, there's just pictures of my homegirls, just like homegirls doing homegirl things. Shut up! Liar! Don't lie to me, Red. Don't lie to me. And you know what? He doesn't argue. He stays real quiet. So if I were Joy in that situation, I would have turned that car around and dropped his ass off at his mother's house.
I can't trust you, and I'm supposed to bring you home to my family. Well, I don't know.
Man. She got to the hotel. She stormed out of the car. And he's like, oh, come on, Joy, are you serious? And she goes into her room and she falls asleep. The morning after, things are pretty awkward because she's still mad at him. They're both awake and she starts looking around. She's like looking through everything. And he's like, oh my God, Joy, what are you looking for? And then she finds it. She found a photo album, like a physical photo album. And it was filled with pictures of girls. And I couldn't tell exactly what kind of pictures they were because they were all blurred out. But yeah, she was like, where am I in this photo album? Do you even have a freaking photo of me? And she's flipping through the pages. And Red's like, oh, man, I just got out of prison just to go to another prison. And listen, this is a very common sentiment that I hear from Love After Lockup inmates that are recently released and go straight to their girlfriends or their boyfriends or their partners. And I can't believe I'm saying this, whether this be a man or a woman who was locked up and they get released. I get it. I get that you haven't been able to do anything for however long you were locked up for. And so once you're out, you kind of want to do whatever you want. You want your freedom. And if your significant other or your partner is constantly monitoring you, you don't want it. So I get it. The relationship's going to work or not. Okay, you can't force someone to stay in a relationship with you or stay faithful to you. They're either going to want to stay faithful to you or not. Anyway, back to Red. He thinks Joy's blowing everything out of proportion. Remember, Joy's the one who actually cheated with 3 different men. Okay, and she even got pregnant by one of them. Behind his back. So he's like, you know what? I need to go out for a smoke. I can't deal with this right now. You are too much. And so he leaves the hotel room. She's still crying. Okay, fine. Just leave me. I've been alone this whole time anyway. So don't forget your phone. And she's crying in the room. He leaves the hotel. He immediately calls his redheaded bestie. Remember the bestie girl who he called at the hair salon? And they're like, oh, but we're only besties, right? Yeah, so he tells her, please come save me. And she's right there with her car. She picks him up. He gets in the car. And he's like, oh my God, she's crazy. She's calling me right now. Go drive. So Julie pumps the gas pedal and she starts driving out of the hotel. And Joy leaves the room and she's going to start looking for Red. She's like, I need to find my man. And so as Bestie is driving, Red stares at her and he's like, you look so good. Oh my God, I want to kiss your lips. Can I kiss your lips? And she goes, but what about that other girl, your future wife? And he's like, what about her? Excuse me? You're essentially doing the same exact thing that she did to you. Oh my God. So they're flirting back and forth and she's like, all right, kiss me. And then they blah, 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 while she's driving. And I'm like, bitch, focus on the road. There's a car in front of you. Oh my God. Can you imagine if you were the car in front of that car and you're looking at your rear view, mirror and then you see Red and Bestie making out. She's lucky she didn't hit that car. God, I hate when people do other things or shit they're not supposed to do while they're driving. I hate it. So Red is enjoying his joy ride. He's like, whew, this feels so good. I've been locked up my entire 20s, so I'm just going to enjoy my life right now. And he's like, can I kiss you again? And she's like, okay. And at this point, they're parked by a gas station. And he's like, I want to give you a hickey because I want to mark you as mine. Ew! Remember, Joy went out to start looking for him, so she's driving around town, okay? And she's like, where is Red? Ah! And she sees a nearby gas station that they're at. So she pulls in, and she's like, I think Red might have come here to grab something to drink. Red is trying to grab Bestie's ass and notices Joy's big-ass white SUV driving around. And he's like, oh my God, that's my future wife. No, she's psychotic. She's looking for me. And she literally drives right by them, like right behind them. And she doesn't see them.
I am starting to rethink this entire relationship.
Yeah, go home.
I don't know what to do.
What do you mean you don't know what to do? Get the out of there. Okay, leave his fucking ass. Joy can't find him, so she drives back to the hotel and she parks in the hotel parking lot and she starts crying again. I did everything for him for 7 years and this is how he repays me. Oh my God. And you guys, this part was so messed up. As she's crying in the car, in the hotel parking lot, Julie and Red are seen walking into that hotel. And they in their room that Joy and Red were staying in, that Joy paid for. I don't even know what to say. That's so gross. After Joy's crying, she's like, all right, I gotta continue to look for him. So she goes back out and drives around town. She's still calling Red over and over again. He finally answers. And she's like, oh my God, you finally answered. Like, well, where the hell are you? And he's like, oh, I just needed some space. And she's like, you know what? I'm leaving without you. Let me give you some space, okay? And he's like, no. Wait, we need to talk about this in person. Come on, I just needed some space. And she's like, well, you know what? You can have all the space you want because I'm leaving your ass. Please talk to me. I'm at my mom's house, so come get me. And she's like, ugh. Okay, fine. So she turns her car around to go meet him at his mother's house. And then you see Red and Julie running out of their hotel. And he's like, oh my God, hurry, Julie. You have to drive me to my mom's house real fast. And so, vroom, she drives him to his mom's house, drops him off. He's sitting on the porch. And then right after Joy comes and she sees him and she stops her car. He walks up to the car. He tries to open the car door. She's like, nope, I'm keeping it locked, bitch. And he's like, oh my God, open the door. And she's like, nope, I'm leaving without you. And he's like, fine. And so she unlocks the door and then he gets in the passenger seat. And she's like, come on, Red. I don't want to do this. Like, get your stuff and go. I pop the trunk, get your stuff, and go back to your mom's house. And he's like, Joy, come on. Like, I just blah, blah, blah.
Red, no, for real. You think game? Stop.
You mean a lot to me. What you mean?
Red, stop. I'm not taking you home.
I'm going
Get
home.
out.
That's my home.
No, it's not.
Take me, my son,
No.
please.
And then he says, come on, I want to go home. I want to see my son. That was manipulative as f. I know what he was trying to do there. And honestly, I thought she was going to cave. I thought she was going to hear, our son, he's going to be the perfect father. And I thought she was going to be like, okay, let's go. But she didn't. She actually didn't. And I was shook. I was so shook. She was like, no, I'm not taking you to New Mexico with me. I don't want you there. So get your stuff and leave.
I really just want you to get your so I can go.
No.
Get out.
Man,
Get out.
All right, leave it. Pop the trunk.
And so he's like, oh, fine. And so he gets out of the car, goes to the trunk and tries to grab his stuff, but then he immediately regrets it. Like he's noticing that she's not running after him. So then he grabs his stuff and he's like, oh, come on, Joy, come on. Take me home. Take me to New Mexico. And she's like, okay. So she gets out of the car and she unloads his stuff for him. And she's grabbing his stuff and throwing it on the grass in front of his mom's house. And she's like, I need you to leave. And she gets back in the car and she drives off. I was like, who are you? Like, what the fuck? I was watching this entire scene with my jaw on the floor. I was just like, I was basically waiting the whole time for her to give in. And you know what? He was too. Because he said so himself that she always gives in. So he probably cheated on her, 1, to get her back, 2, assuming that she would just forgive him. Oh wait, I totally forgot this part. So when they were in the car together, she's crying, right? She's like, I can't believe you would do this to me. Like, I never. And he's on his phone as she's sobbing. Like, as he's trying to get her to forgive him, he is on his phone while she's crying. At the very least, you could put your phone away and just try to console her genuinely if you really wanted to go back to New Mexico or go to New Mexico with her. But he couldn't even do that. She's sobbing and he's on his phone. Yeah, babe. Oh my God, it's so sad. And she sees him and she's like, see, you can't even put your phone away. You're always on that stupid thing. And she tries to grab his phone out of his hand and then he snatches it and he's like, oh my God, this is my toy. This is my toy, Joy. Okay, this is my toy. I'm just having fun. And she's like, get out of my car. And so he gets and she drives away.
You're stuck on phone.
This is like a toy. It's like a toy to me. It's my toy. I'm having fun.
Get out.
Man,
Get out.
All right.
And yeah, he's kind of in disbelief. He was like, I cannot believe she drove away. Like, I really thought she was going to give in and take me home.
Joy sticking to her guns makes me feel like because she gives in to me.
Red did what he did knowing or assuming that she would just forgive him. He basically thought she'd be a doormat, okay? And she's not. And I am very shook. And I wonder if she's going to give in the next episode or the next season. I don't know. If she doesn't, and if she puts her foot down and like never takes him back, I would be so surprised. Like, she would be the season's winner. You guys, can you believe it is 5 days? And wait, when is Thanksgiving? I think it's in 5 days. Can you, wait, no, it's in, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. It's in 4 days. Are you freaking kidding me? What the hell? Why is Thanksgiving so early this year? I always feel like Thanksgiving is at the very, very end of November. Okay, well, anyway, happy early Thanksgiving. I hope you bitches eat a lot of turkey. Bye.